everybody, welcome back to my channel. Mia here. Today's video is going to be a short book haul. I was actually really good while I was away from BookTube and I didn't buy many books during my absence here in BookTube, but I really wanted to, although I just wasn't reading enough, therefore I couldn't justify going out and purchasing more books. But now that I am back, I had this crazy desire to go and buy me some books. So a couple of these books I actually bought about a month ago. It was just a random purchase, but most of them I got them recently in this new super cute small bookstore that I found here locally, and I was so surprised because I can't believe I hadn't seen it yet. But it's super cute. They have a few other things. It's like a thrift store, but they have mainly books. And they had amazing deals, amazing prices, and such a large selection. So I'm really happy I found that store. It might become a problem in the near future, but for now I was pretty good and I just bought a few books which I would like to share with you. So the first book that I'll share with you today I actually ordered online. I got it in Amazon. When I saw that it had been released, I just wanted to buy it, so I got it. And that is A Court of Wings and Ruin, and this is by Sarah J. Maas. As you know, if you've been following me for a little while, I've been reading this series, which is the series of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, and I've really been enjoying it. So once I saw this book came out, I just had to have it. Therefore, here it is. Then the other day, I was doing some grocery shopping at Target, and this crazy storm broke outside, so I was stuck in the store for a little while after I finished my purchasings. So I thought, let me take a look at their book aisle and see if I find something. And I did. I found two books there in Target. So I picked up Brain on Fire, and this is by Susanna Cahalan. And this is a nonfiction based on her true story book. It's about how she developed a mental disease or some kind of virus that caused her mental instability. And I don't know, I'm very intrigued and interested in this kind of topics. I love anything that has to do with psychology or any, mental related kind of stories. So I'm really interested to read this. I actually started it already. I haven't gotten too far. I think I'm only on page 60 or something like that. But I'm really enjoying her writing style. She is a journalist for the Post, I believe, and she just has a very grasping way of writing. It's really fast paced and you get very involved very quickly. So far I'm really enjoying it. I'm very intrigued to find out what it is that happened, because I obviously don't know that yet. But I can't wait to find out what happened for somebody who is perfectly healthy, has no history of mental diseases or anything of the sort, and suddenly becomes mentally unstable. So I'm really intrigued by this book. I'm really happy I finally got it. I've been wanting it for a long time because I've heard a lot about that book in BookTube, and I've been really wanting to pick it up, but for some reason I hadn't until now. However, I'm really happy I did. Then I picked up Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. This is another book that I've been wanting to pick up a long time now, and for some reason I always kept putting it down, but finally I picked it up. I actually did read it already. As soon as I got home I started reading it, and I read the whole thing within a few minutes. It was really good. I didn't love every single poem, but it was mostly very enjoyable, and I'll definitely talk more about it on the wrap-up of the month. But I'm happy that I have it in my collection now. Then on that little bookstore I was telling you about earlier, I picked up this book, and this is by J.R.R. Tolkien, and it's edited by Christopher Tolkien, and this is The Children of Uring or Huring. I'm not sure how it's supposed to be pronounced. I've never heard of this book personally before. I pretty much got it just because of who the author is. I started reading The Hobbit a year or two ago, and for some reason I was just not getting into the story. I don't think it was the right time for me to pick up that book. So I still want to read it, and I still want to read more by J.R.R. Tolkien. So when I saw this book that is much smaller and much less intimidating, I decided to pick it up and give it a shot. I really don't know what it is about. Just based on the cover, I think it has something to do with a war, perhaps Roman inspired, but I'm not 100% sure. I just saw the cover, it intrigued me, I saw the author, and I thought, let me get it. It was really inexpensive, so why not? Another book that I picked up, not really knowing what the story is about, but mainly just because of who the author is this book here, and this is Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. I don't really know what this story is about. I have heard about this book before in BookTube, but I don't remember what it is about. I want to say that it's kind of like an adult contemporary, but I'm not 100% sure. So I guess we'll find out once I read it. But I just saw the author, and like I said, it was a given. I had to get it and give it a shot. And the last actual book that I got, like novel-wise, is The Girl Who Played with Fire, and this is a novel by Stieg Larsson. I believe this is the second book for The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I'm not 100% sure. I currently have from that series The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest, but I don't really know the order. I know that The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is the first book, but I don't really know the order, so I don't know if this is the second book or is another book in that series. But being that I am still interested in reading that series, and I already have 2 books of the series, I thought, why not? Like I said, it was really inexpensive, so I thought it worth investment. But yeah, happy to have it in my collection. Now, the last books that I purchased in that little thrift store was actually a package. Like, they have these really cute packages that have several different books inside, and they're all, I think, $4.50, like $4.50 or so, something like that. Anyways, these are kids books, and they all have like the Cat in the Hat in the corner. They're for really small children, but I like kids books and I thought it was really cute, so I thought I'd get it. The first book I got is Bears on Wheels, and it's a bright and early counting book, and this is by Sten and Jan Berenstain. Then I got The Bernstein's Bears and The Spooky Old Tree, and this is by Stan and Jan Berenstain as well. And by the same authors, I got He Bear and She Bear. I also got the Ear book, and this is by Al Perkins, and it's illustrated by William O'Brien. And I got I'll Teach My Dog 100 Words by Michael Frith, illustrated by P.D. Eastman. And I also got The Diggingest Dog by Al Perkins and illustrated by Eric Gurney. And the last book that I got is Hand, Fingers, Thumb, and this is by Al Perkins as well, illustrated by Eric Gurney. So these are just a few kids books that came in that package, and out of all the packages that they had, that was the one I found the most interesting and fun, so I picked it up. I'll definitely be making more trips to that thrift store in the near future because I thought it was really charming, the prices were great, and they had a great selection of books. So I love finding local little gems like that, you know. There you have, this is my small book haul from the last, months that I've been away from BookTube. I'm really excited to read these books and to add them to my collection. And it's easier now that I don't have all my bookshelves with me because I only bring here from my parents' house the books that I plan on reading in the near future. So since it's a small amount of books, it's very tempting to go and buy more books because I feel like, oh, I don't have enough books. I don't have that many books, even though I have 2 huge bookshelves at my parents' house, 2 or 3, I don't even remember anymore. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're doing very well, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye!